So on your very first shift, you're going to come in here into our support center here in the 102 building. You're going to meet with the staff here at the front desk, and they're going to take your photo and they're going to make a lanyard for you. So our identification here on site is a lanyard. All staff and volunteers wear one, and it kind of allows you to be anywhere in an organization. Staff aren't going to question you. Our clients will understand who you are, and all that will be happening. The other space I want to show you here for your first day is here in the food bank room. So directly adjacent to the front desk here in the 102 center is our food bank and volunteer room. It does take a key to get in here, so a staff can open that for you, and the front desk actually has a key they can just give to you, and you can open the door to get in here. This is where we serve lunches, it's where we have our food depot, and it's where we have our coffee shop for our clients while they're waiting to be bused to the shelter, while they're spending time here during the week. The main part of this place for you, the volunteer, is that it's where we keep our volunteer reports. So in this little area right here, there's a little section that says volunteer reports. And it's just when you're here for your shift, if you want to share any critical information with us about your experience or about the guest, you can write that on here. All of our staff are, as they're interacting with the guests, they're writing logs in a database. We have to do this, the government ensures that we do this, and we keep these records for our clients. It's also a way that we can understand how do we help someone move forward. So the different logs that are written kind of paint a picture of their involvement here, and it helps us to choose how to move people forward in their experiences with us. As a volunteer, you're not writing those logs, so when you write your experiences here, we can identify where does this fit into the puzzle piece of this person's experience with us. And often, volunteers are having as meaningful interactions as staff are, just through communication, through information they receive, all those different things. So if you learn that someone's suicidal, for example, we want to learn that. So if you write that in your volunteer report, you can put it in the volunteer forms box, which is right here. It's always in the same spot every time. We collect these things at the end of every day, and as a team, we'll read through them. We'll present them to the program staff to be, hey, you know, this volunteer met with so-and-so, and this is what happened. We need to take note of this, and perhaps this should be logged as well, and you guys can do the follow-up. And then, of course, we try to follow up with you, the volunteer, to let you know how this affected the client and your experience or whatever. If you're having a difficult day for whatever reason, we'd also like to know about that as a staff. Obviously, you can email us, phone us, or you can write it here, and we'll follow up with you hopefully immediately. The other area as well is that I'd like to show you is since we do coffee in here, we have hot chocolate, we have tea, we have all sorts of different little snacks at times that get donated or otherwise. Our hot water machine is here on the coffee machine. A lot of volunteers walk in here, they'll pour hot water, get a hot chocolate, get a tea, do their shift. Even if you're working in the wellness center or the 1010 building, you can walk over, you have a lanyard, you can get the key, walk in here, make yourself some coffee, some tea. Obviously, if you're volunteering right in this space, computer lab, front desk, employment, chaplaincy, wherever it might be, we invite you to come in here freely and just help yourself to whatever you want. The vast majority of the stuff is donated, and so the volunteer, you can totally enjoy this. Lastly, when you start your first shift, we have it scheduled that you're going to meet with your program supervisor or program team lead. You'll meet with one of our staff. We have those in our Outlook calendars that we have to meet with you, and we're going to welcome you to your first shift. We also have a follow-up scheduled with you 3 weeks later. So someone from the volunteer team, there's myself, the manager, but there are long-term volunteer coordinators in every area of the Mustard Seed, be it here downtown, at the shelter, or at our Marlborough Park area. And so we want to meet with you after your 3 weeks. We understand that after about 3 weeks, you get your feet on the ground here, you start to understand the role, the clients, and if it's not a good fit for you, we want to talk about that. If it is a good fit for you, we want to learn what's working, we want to support you. So it's in our calendars to follow up with you after 3 weeks, to do a survey as well through the internet, and just to connect with you on that. And of course, we would like to meet with you every day. We're going to do our best to come around and just say hi and see how you're doing in your role. And on your first shift, of course, we'll be there to either train you with the program area supervisor or just let them do that themselves, and to really help you settle in as a new volunteer. We want you to feel comfortable and empowered to work with our clients.